Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing my fourth makeup tutorial for the 4th of July. Now, I already did my base makeup, but just to show you guys what I used, for the foundation, I used the L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation in the shade True Beige. This is the N5 neutral one. Then I used the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. That was in the shade Neutralizer. And then I used the Butter Bronzer in the shade Endless Summer. I used the CoverGirl's Cheekers blush in the shade Plum Plush. Looks like this. And then I used the NYX Microbrow Pencil in the shade Taupe. My eyebrows. And I actually use, for the highlighter, I used the BH Cosmetics Zodiac, and I used the middle shade, this nice and bright white shade that's crushed because of my palette. Yeah, it fell and it got everywhere, so that's fun. And then I believe that's about it for my base makeup. Oh, but I did use the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. And now I'm gonna get into the tutorial for you guys. So I want to do like a glitter eye look, and I want to make sure that I have a really bright white base. So I'm gonna take the Lorac Pro palette. This is the original one. You can take whatever white shade you have, and I'm gonna use the e.l.f. blending eye brush just to put it on my eyes, to blend it. Just taking the shade, and I'm going to put it all over my eyes, including in my crease. Now, normally I would take like a darker shade for my crease, but since I'm doing a white, I think it's like a silvery kind of grayish glitter, I don't want to take a darker color because I want the glitter to be the standout shade. So this is going to be kind of a different sort of tutorial than what I would normally do. I'm just going to apply it to both eyes, all over my lid and in my crease. Now, since I'm going to be using a glitter, and it's not like an eye safe glitter, I use on glitters that aren't really eye safe. Do not use craft glitters, by the way, ever. But you really shouldn't use this on your eyes, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to be using the NYX Glitter Brilliance in the shade Crystal, but I'm only going to take this today in my crease rather than all the way on my lid. So just to apply it, I'm going to use, so this is the NYX, this is like the glitter glue. So I'm going to apply this in my crease because we are going to apply the glitter in the crease area, and I just want to make sure that I have a base, a sticky base for it. I'm going to apply kind of a good amount of it too, just to be on the safe side, because I want to make sure this actually shows up and the glitter doesn't fall everywhere. So that's why I'm doing that. I've never taken glitter in my crease, and I want to. I saw other like makeup YouTubers do that, and Instagram people that do makeup on Instagram do it. but I've never done it myself. I'm gonna apply a pretty good amount just to be on the safe side in case it gets anywhere. And actually, I'm taking a little bit more. You probably don't need this much. I'm just doing it just to be on the safe side. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, so I actually have a makeup brush I'm gonna use for this. Do I want this one or this one? I think I'm gonna use this one. Okay, so to put on the glitter, I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. small precision brush just to put the glitter into my crease. And this is the shade, it's in the shade, I believe it's Crystal from NYX. It's the like glitter brilliance. So what we're gonna do, so I'm gonna, you could probably actually do a gray in the crease. I didn't even think of that. Oh well. So we're just gonna put it right there like that. Actually, I need to see this better, so yeah. I'm kind of taking it in the crease and kind of like above the crease as well, because I want you guys to like see it and myself. I have very deep set eyes, so it's like sometimes I know everyone talks about hooded eyes and how hard it is, but deep set eyes are easier with eyeshadows in a way, but they're also harder because your crease is like so there, like it's like there to the next level. So anytime you put eyeshadow in the crease, sometimes that eyeshadow is kind of hard to show up because it's just so, the crease is just too visible almost. I know that sounds weird, but that's how I feel. So we're gonna pack this glitter glue on because I honestly can barely see it on camera. Okay, now more up close I can. Oh well. Actually what I'm gonna do, I want this to really show up, so I'm gonna kind of bring it onto the lid because I want more of that glitter. And I'm really packing on the glitter. That's going to be the main focal point of the eye, is the glitter. I want it to be really, really prominent. I don't know why I'm struggling more to put this in my crease than like on my lid. Probably because I applied way too much glitter glue. Yeah, that's probably it actually. But if you can see, that's where that glitter is. Yeah, just like that. We are really going ham on this glitter. This wasn't really how I was planning on this turning out, but that's okay. I think I need like a glitter liner to be more precise, but I don't have one, so none of that works that well actually. Okay, I'm gonna add more into the lid here. So you guys can kind of see the glitter right there. I'm just building it up, trying to make it as glittery as possible. But yeah, I kind of messed up by applying so much glitter glue because now it's actually almost too tacky. Just my fault. So don't apply as much as I did because it actually made it harder to put it on. But on the bright side, these crystals are looking really pretty. So I feel like if you have hooded eyes, it'll almost look a little bit better with the glitter. What I mean by hooded is like where you can't see your crease as well. Because you won't have to apply so much for it to really show up. Now on my deep set eyes, I feel like I really need to pack it on to see the glitter. Could just be because I'm far away on camera, but at least that's how I feel. Okay, now it's showing up more the way I want it to, which is good. Gosh, I applied way too much glitter glue. I am not a makeup artist by any means. I don't know how all these YouTubers did it. I don't know. And they all made it look so easy. Okay, now the glitter is actually showing up the way I want it to. Yeah, that's more what I was looking for. Just that really intense, glittery look. Exactly what I wanted. Okay. We are packing it on to the next level. Okay. Even more glitter here. I know you guys are probably thinking, how much more glitter do you need? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going for here. This is just what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of not really what I wanted, but it will do. I more wanted just like a straight line across, but I was like, it's not even showing up. So I just decided to go ham. Now, what I'm gonna do, so now that I have the glitter on, I can't decide what I want to do. Okay, so I'm thinking what I want to do is I have like a really pretty glittery base. I'm gonna go over the white again in here, and I'm just gonna put that white shade, the same one that I did before from the Lorac Pro palette, just the one right here. I'm gonna apply it all over my lid again. So I want to intensify that. Just like that. That's all you need. Yeah. But after that, I'm going to show you guys what I really want to do. Okay, so now what I want to do is I actually want to play around a little bit. I think what I'm going to do before I do anything is right on the outer corner, I'm going to make it a little bit darker. So I'm going to apply the shade Taupe. I'm going to use the e.l.f. blending eye brush just to apply Taupe. Yeah, I'll do that first. So I'm just gonna apply it right on, not into the crease, just on the lid, on like the outer third, just to give it some darkness before I apply anything else. And I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye. I just want like a little bit of a contrast here. And I'm not gonna just use Taupe. I think I'm gonna go a little bit deeper than Taupe. Yeah, I don't want just Taupe. Yeah, no. See, like, it's pretty, but like, I want it a little bit deeper. So I'm actually gonna go into Sable. So that's like the medium brown tone shade right here. I'm going to that shade. Just like that. And actually, I'm going to go into a I don't know what I want to do. Okay. No, I'll just use the same one. Never mind. Okay, so instead of Sable, just Sable, I'm gonna also take, so I'll use that shade first of all. Just packing it on just a little bit. Okay. Okay, that's kind of what I was afraid of, was the two mixing, like the Sable and the glitter. But it's okay, I can fix that at the end. Yeah, I'll just fix that at the end. Next, I'm gonna go into the shade, so Sable. And I'm just gonna leave it for now. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take another small brush. So I'm gonna take the e.l.f. brush. I wanna make sure this doesn't have glitter on it. Let's see here. This one has glitter. Okay, so I'm gonna take the Naked 2 palette because it has this really pretty like white silver shade, and I'm gonna take the shade of Verve. It's the shade right here, but I'm gonna spray my brush. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Pixi Glow Mist just to spray my brush. You could use whatever setting spray you have. And I'm going to apply the white silver, the Verve shade on my inner third. See, just like that. It's just like this really pretty grayish shade. This is my favorite shade from the palette. I mean, it's the most used shade I have. So. And I just love the way that it like really brightens up your eyes. That's why I love this shade. Actually I have two other favorites, but this is my top favorite, and then my other favorites are YDK and Busted. Those are my other two favorites from the palette. So it's just making the eye like more bright with the shade. It's kind of what I'm going for. And then I'll actually probably add more of that brown with the small blending brush. I'm going to use more of the setting spray. And I'm going to take the shade and I'm going to put it in my inner corner as well. It's going to be my inner corner highlight because I don't want to use the glitter as an inner corner highlight. That's the place you have to be really careful with any kind of glitter, is like your cornea. So be extra careful there. Okay, if you use a glitter. I don't really recommend the next one though because it's not made for your eyes. I just use it. I'd more recommend the e.l.f. ones. They have like the liquid ones that are kind of like the knockoff of the Stila. They actually work better in a way. Yeah. So we really packed this on, including the inner corner. And I still feel like it's underwhelming. This is a very old palette, which is part of the reason why that is. Okay, so now that I added the white silver shade, I'm gonna go back into the Lorac palette and I'm gonna actually add back in like a darker, or the sable shade again, just to give it more depth. Before I go into my next shade. So I actually feel like another color that would work besides like a brown here would be like a gray shade, like a matte gray. That would work probably just as well. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, you guys, so now that we have our brown on, actually I'm gonna add more of that actually. Sorry. I want it to look better. Add more sable before I add my navy. Okay, now what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna try 2 different brushes in case this one doesn't work. So now I'm gonna take a different palette. Sorry about the different palettes, you guys, but it's just gonna work better. I'm gonna take the Lorac Pro 2 palette and see this navy shade right here. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna apply it as if I'm applying an eyeliner. Okay, yeah, I did not know how I was gonna feel about this. I think it might not work the best. This is the Morphe brush. It's like, it looks like this. I think it's made for like a gel liner, probably, my guess. But I don't really know. And I'm gonna apply it like I would an eyeliner. I'm gonna see if it works very well first before I decide what I'm gonna do. Oh, Okay. This might be too small and too precise for me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a bigger brush actually. For sure. So I'm gonna take this is another Morphe brush, but it looks like this. I just think it'll be a little bit easier to apply the eyeliner, this one. And if this doesn't work, I'm gonna go back into another shade, another brush that I have. Okay, you're getting somewhere now. See, it's just kind of like the liner. That's what I'm doing. But I'm gonna use a different one. Sorry, guys. Can't decide which brush I want to use, but now I can. So I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Small Precision brush just to apply the eyeliner, and I'm going back into the navy shade. I just think this is gonna work better for me. Yeah, that works a lot better. Okay, I'm gonna spray the brush a little bit. And now I'm gonna apply the eyeliner. Not loving that wing. I'm always the worst at wings, you guys. Like, I swear to God, I'm the worst. I'm actually gonna use the Morphe brush for the wing and see if that works a little bit better. Okay, so now I know what to use this for. This is gonna be used as my wing. Because it's so small and so precise, I think it just works better for a wing. Yes, I like that for the wing. It's just gonna work a lot better as a wing.